2, no 3. He brings it over to his mid laner, and it's gonna spell the doom of T1. A triple kill in for Gala. Ming spoon-fed him all of that gold, and Zeus is next. He's gonna drop a quadra kill for Gala. He's got an unofficial penta, an official penta, a quadra kill, a slaughter of T1, 12-0-6. And RNG gonna turn Busan into a library. T1 will fall to 2-2. RNG on top today.
Very good Baron turn. This should definitely be theirs. Only Lissandra and now the Ornn for contest.
Teleport is being used. What are Cloud9 gonna do about it? Jensen can go in and self-ult to buy time, but it would be almost the last case.
They're gonna try, they're gonna dive into the pit, plenty of damage available, but will they even stop the Baron as the smite? Oh, he gets the kill on the juggler! Who's gonna get it? You gotta be kidding me! Licorice solo carrying this game! There's still 2 kills for Afrika, but can you believe that Baron steer?
Making teleports later on work for ganks.
And you're going to see the work for ganks right now as Rainover comes across to the mid lane. There's that other point of this one. It's Isosceles because here comes the gank for the top lane as well as the mid lane there. And Rookie losing all of his health, and there it comes in. But at the same time, a fight in the bottom side. Ulti used on Nikita's keep alive. Reckless tries to zone the team out. There's Annie so low, but there come the teleports. Huni has arrived, and holy crap! Everyone's dying in this fight. Reckless goes down. Zatai gets a bunch down, but Huni, the double, the steal, the triple kill, the quadra kill for Huni!
Finds himself a route to Nagri. That means he cannot interrupt anyone else. He's being chipped away, melted, he's down, he's dead! That's it, Canyon's finished as well. SOFM hops forward, Ghost flashes defensively and rooted in place. Bin sends him back in. Ghost gets caught out, that's the quadra, looking for it. Bin will pick it up, get the pentakill for Bin! And Suning Gaming in the World Championship.
On this Red Bull Baron power play, about 4,000 gold already into the hands of Weibo Gaming, and now look at G2, they're all in the river. They want to challenge this one. Hansama has the cleanse this time around, but now he is down that for the ensuing team fight. Let's see if Weibo Gaming look for the turn, or if they just want to get this mountain sold. G2 making their way into the pit. They go for the engage, it totally whiffs, and now Yank is alone, as in the fronts here, Crisp is taking a huge amount of damage. Caps gets isolated on the bottom side, and he's gonna go down. The assassination potential of this Weibo Gaming composition. They're looking for more. They want Hansama. The feathers do nothing. And this blue ward is going to come down as well. So G2 know that they are spotted in some sense, even if it's a bit late. They're still going to go for this, though. They have the rel.
Please don't flip this.
They have the rel. We'll see if they still want to flip it with this extra damage. As the buy threatening there, the ult comes out, and Hansama is going to respect this one. Yank is getting pretty low in the pit, though. G2 find themselves against the wall here as Weiwei is trying to threaten up to the Yoda, and the burst damage is there. They take out Broken Blade, and that might just be enough as Yank is left alone in the pit, and it's a disaster for G2. Weibo Gaming totally cleaned them up. And members engaging in a wombo combo scenario for G2 if they're going to get this fight in their favor. Let's see if they can do exactly that. The Shy this time on the front lines, but Yank is right there just waiting for it, but they might just have the damage. The engage comes in, Hansama gets that ultimate off, and the Wombo comes in such a huge way for the side of G2. So many low health bars. Cap's still alive, but Light has to go 1v3 right at the end. Can he do it is the question. The knockup from Mickey is just barely enough. As the ball is in the front here, Caps will be able to take him down. The triple kill for Caps as G2 win the fight. Sanity, and at this point, G2, they're trying to get as much out of this Elder Drake push as possible.
Now, if you get a pick,
do it.
If you get a pick, I mean, you can end this game. Weibo have to respect this and give this inhibitor up.
It's going to be pretty interesting to see how G2 can manage this. Still 40 seconds on the push. Weibo, are you going to go for the pick? No, they just find Xiaohu in the front. He's just going to be taken out for free. And look at the knockup from Mickey. He just gets so much more in Hansama. In that backline, the Shy trying to be the hero. But I don't think there's any heroes left on the side of Weibo. They do clear the wave, though. And that is going to give them a chance here. Some extra time for the Elder buff to fall off. 20 seconds left here for G2.
Holy moly, they actually dived the Nexus towers to get that kill onto Xiaohu. They're looking to end the game right now.
I mean, Xiaohu, he's been picked again.
Here we go again. They get the knockup on the Light. He's all alone. He gets taken out. That's going to be, I think, it is Weiwei. He's getting burned out 1 second respawns come out from Weibo, and Broken Lady's got a shield, he's giving it a chance, another stun comes out from Yike, as Mickey doesn't get the knockup. This is just insane, as the Magnet Storm, is it enough for the side of G2? They say no, they're gonna back away.
Xiaohu's back.
Xiaohu, he respawns.
TP!
He's TPing, and they want to turn onto this one. Xiaohu gets the wombo, and the entirety of Weibo's coming in. Meanwhile,
TP!
in the base, they're TPing it out of this one. Caps, he wants to end the game right here. He wants to end it right now. He wants to take the 2-0 for G2. He doesn't have a health bar though, and he's gonna go down. Weibo Gaming, they hold on to the base. Oh my god.
My heart can't take this, guys.
This is too
My
insane.
heart cannot take
There was
this.
one cannon minion that is moving up there. Gerald trying to make a play in mid by himself. Meanwhile, Caps is running at the base. He says, okay, you can take Elder. I'm going to take your base, but he's going to be hit. And uh-oh, he's got the stopwatch, the Zhonya's to help him live. Yike. Fought out on the bottom side. He's got his teammates nearby. He is so tanky on the Rel. And the smoke damage so far from Weibo, not enough. Hansama trying to step forward. He gets hit, but immediately cleanses. And will get out for now. Another one hits him. As Mickey isn't able to block for him. And Hansama finally decides to use that one. Here comes the wombo combo. They find Weiwei. Isn't enough. And Xiaohu goes in. But yike, he perfectly
Let's
is
go!
able to get it done. He's perfectly able to keep his team safe. And G2, they're able to take the fight in a huge manner. Triple kill for Hansama. And they will win this game.
Let's go, boys! Fantastic play from G2. They're going to look to end the game.
WX is on a rampage. The Sivir is terrifying. There goes the teleport. The Tian, you beauty, gets the double kill for FPX.
Welcome to the first game of the MSI 2019 knockout stage. Gonna be stunned up, flash into the kick, and there's your first blood. Invictus Gaming get themselves on the board.
The Shy goes in to be able to get that root, follows it up.
Seconds left on Baron. Team Liquid without their big engage mechanisms gonna have a very difficult time defending, and then here we go. Pop Blossom takes Ning down. It's IG on the run. A double kill over the impact. Babylon's also gonna follow his Xfinity will too. IG now in full retreat. The Shy's gonna be caught. There's your stun you're looking for. A shutdown for Jensen. And Team Liquid go 4 for 1. Here into the back line, Xfinity will continue pushing forward. One Nexus turret is gone. The Invictus Gaming jungler is gone. Double Lift is dominating. Double Lift's got a double kill. And Team Liquid strike first. Spice. Impact wants to find a kill onto Ning. But he's not able to find it. However, the Shockwave will find exactly what it's looking for. A shutdown over the Impact. Double Lift smells their fear. And he'll shut down Jackie Love. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Liquid are on to Nexus. The Shy is stunned up. The Shy is brought down. And Team Liquid will take us to match point. Putting work into this one. Baron down to 2K. Core JJ on the front line, able to find the taunt, and Baron is secured. It's Invictus Gaming in trouble. It's Team Liquid on the attack. And Babylon is going to be shredded along with Jackie Love and Ning. A double kill over the Impact. Still looking to maybe find this fight. Xfinity going to be put to sleep, but Jackie's going to be put on the ground. Double goes legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Liquid will do it. Haters, be silenced. Expectations, be damned. One of the biggest moments in League of Legends history as Team Liquid take down the reigning world champ.
Should be a kill onto the Rocks Tigers jungler.
But he's just buying time. Yeah, pushing the bottom side. This is what SKT is trying to punish. They're going to get the inhibitor.
Gorilla putting down 5 damage auto attacks, doing what he can to keep mid lane alive because top inhib has been killed, and they even got the pick off on Bang.
Rox doesn't actually have to stop pushing right now. They can delay the recalls. The arrows. Look at the arrow. Get teleport.
He's stopped too. With rethinking push. It's now on Wolf. It's a teleport coming in. Going to land. There might be a re-engage already. A stun, and the fight has continued. Doing damage output. Rookie's already dead. Clint finds the first. They're traded back. Some adoration for Draven, but the fight might continue as Ning's got to run away. Some damage out towards Battleland. The flash over for another one. Flan can pull aggro, and he's going to look in for Teddy. Plenty damage there. Draven free hitting. Here comes Clint though. Looks to answer one back. The health bar's low. Clint does indeed knock down Ning, but Draven finds yet another. It's 2 kills to 1 Invictus, winning yet another fight. And pushing into the base. That's something that you don't normally have to think about. So they're holding on to those minions pushing in mid, and they're trying to take a second inhibitor already.
Looking at the kick flash, puts him back over. They get the stun. They get a lot of damage. It's a single kill on the one side. Traded back now as Rookie dies yet again. But the rest of the squad could keep pushing. A good stun for Faker, though. Gets back out, buys some time. Will they find more in the re-engage? They've still got the cannon coming around the map. There's 4v3. They will push forward. And Jackie left his lifesteal tanks the entirety of SKT. Finds himself the second kill. Gets number 3 as well. And now look, 1, 2, and you know number 3 is gonna kill him, but he's chasing for a little bit more. There it is, the triple kill and as many auto attacks. 13-5 on 2 Nexus turrets.
And we're pre-16 minutes into this game. Invictus Gaming are going to finish it.
Not since Bangkok Titans got crushed 4 years ago. Invictus Gaming smashed the world record. They smashed SKT, and IG are 4-0.
15. Water blade, but out comes the Ornhorn. Caps fishing for 1 or 2 picks. They might not want to take the fight, but they do. They're still going to go in 4v5, trying to peel away. Faker waiting, trying to find an opportunity to go over the wall. The bar assault is not going to connect. It hits, but it will not secure any follow-ups.
Keep an eye on the cap stun. Ooh, he messes up the execution.
Baits it out though. Clint had to go up into the air, and it doesn't matter if he messed it up because Clint is still going to go down. But Khan right to the backside. Caps goes golden. There's no one else to follow up. Khan's damage doesn't matter. But the ulti comes out in such a close exchange. For now, they're winning, but Perks is coming in. This is his hero moment. If he wants to turn this fight in favor of team, this could be the game.
He gets the
fighting moment. Faker is gone. Teddy's next on the list. There's no way he can duel Yasuo. Amada's coming in, but he's just walking into the meat grinder of Perks. Khan, can he do it? They've done enough. They've done it. G2. Khan, can he get it done? He can't. The Vladimir. They can't do it. This is it. The greatest team in the history of League of Legends, taken down by the greatest team Europe has ever produced. FPX, get ready. G2 is heading to Paris.
Ambition getting a slow onto Huni. Shot back by Bank. He was to hold the front line. And Samsung Galaxy push mid first. You can see the flash ult. They've caught Faker. They've got the CC. The mid laner is down. The unkillable Demon King has done just live as Ruler stays in, life stealing. In the back line, they found more as Huni does not have a way out. Pops to Yolt, but he has no exit route. 2 more auto will kill him down, but he gets to run away. The SKT dynasty is over. All hail the new kings. Samsung Galaxy, your 2017 World Champions!
Style is going for the kill, but does he have the damage? Needs to rend, gets the shutdown. Whoa! Jackie Love steals the dragon, and with Elder, Knight goes off. Pierre left alone. Levi misses the most important smite of his year.
Ooh, teleport coming in. They can keep the minion alive.
Needs to walk up and cut the wave. He's
my God! Dying to get the cannon off the Nexus turret. He just needs Levi to respawn. He's a jump in right now.
He needs to get it off of it. That'll get it off the backdoor bonus. I think he'll walk into range, but he is very tanky. He'll buy some time, and backdoor bonus will eventually fall. He'll die to Elder, but he bought enough time that I think Gam can live. Levi's up in 1 second, but the turret falling with the new wave. Will with Katie, getting behind the stunts. Wayward still on. Wayward still hitting. Stays alive.
They get another chance. Gam fighting. They're running back out of the base. Can they go Nexus to Nexus? 45 seconds. 40.
I think they got to back off and try to kill the Baron here, right? Not gonna get the ends.
They're gonna try. Their team is gonna try to end. It's 10 on Knight, 10 on Wayward. And we're going Nexus for the life. Will it be enough? Tenway comes across. Tian hitting as hard as he can. Looking for it now. On to the Nexus they go. Will it be the kill? Esports pulls off the upset.
Rollster. They've got the Shy in the bottom lane, but Shy has no TP. This is going to be your game-ending push one way or the other. It's KT going for the base. It's going to be a base race.
Nexus turret number 1, taking down to half HP. KT looking to end it right here, right now. Ming taken down to half. It's Shy versus Snem in the base at the same time. Otto's going to be taken very low. Yukao barely going to be kept alive. Score taken down to one corner. Smith nearly going to be killed now as well. Def taken so low. The Flame Caller's not able to find him. Def goes on a killing spree. It's the Shy still in the base. It's KT looking to try to stand and fight if they can. The Shy has made his way onto the inhibitor turret, onto the Nexus turret. They're going to be taken down. KT still marching. It's a base race. The Shy's onto the blue Nexus. KT's onto the red. Who's gonna win? The Shy will not. And KT takes it to game 4. Holy crap!
As respect for they have control wards. If they wanted Rek'Sai around the left, it's around the right though. That's going to be a tower.
It's time to pull the trigger. They do so. They grab the turret. Now they can move back to the Mountain Drake. Then they can set up for Baron Vision. The path is clear for EDG. They'll take down the Scuttle Crab in these last remaining moments, waiting for that Drake.
They're getting a third Mountain Drake. They already got the first Baron. That was huge for them to actually get a bigger goal lead. They're saving the Drake for now. They got two already. Bang is hiding. He's coming.
Bang looking to come in. Here comes your initiation. They're right through.
Oh my God.
Baker Shockwave will find them all. And SKT with a hell of a response will take down 4.
Pulls it out.
Final push now, LNG, one last desperate hold, but they've got nothing left. And even as every other LCK team falls away, Faker stays standing. T1 stays standing. The last light of the LCK burns bright, and Busan is ahead to the semifinals.
Heal is good in lane, but once you get out, it is very tough not to have the cleanse.
Stays on the flank.
Here's inside. TP coming in, Faker looking to make the play against Ruler. Owner goes in, and again the combos are clean. The hostile takeover is damn well hostile. T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. 369 and meant the entire team will get absolutely nothing. T1 in the clutch are too damn clean. Baker predicts Ruler's flash. He gets there first. He catches them with the ultimate. It is a clean ace. Getting lower and lower, falling apart under the pressure. JDG's hope dwindling. They've taken down BLG. They've taken down LNG. It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL. And they like those odds as they move to finals. It was 7 years since their loss, a decade since their first. The SKT legacy has been reignited. T1 will be your 2023 World Champions.
The ability to side lane, and it gives him the ability
What? Okay, Canyon. Storm1 can make something happen. Doran slicing, dicing, and that is going to be the end of the Nexus. That is your game 1. He gets the knock up on Nogari, who body slams to get himself out. Chovy now has to get back. Tom thinks it's his angle to get on in, but the GA that he recently purchased is just going to get smacked down. Now Canyon trying to turn it, but Chovy just hits him, and that is going to be the play. The top side has been taken down. Now Doran trying to dive forward. He's still got the GA. Empress Divide defensive, but not enough as Ruler just says goodbye to Showmaker, and Genji will claim the ace. The triple kill for the MF, and this should be game 2. And a celebratory MF ult as the bullet time flies through. The Nexus will go down now. Match point for Genji.
A joke about the skill of Wild Growth as, yeah, Showmaker has ultimate. I don't know about this one, Trophy.
Demonic Ascension, there's the flash over the Empress Divide is Showmaker. He has the explosion available as well, but he never moved. He pulls him in, and the Swain, feeling inevitable, walks after him, just drains the Azir dry. Got the message, he doesn't miss on these.
It's never move, and it's never miss. Showmaker is going off. Oh
God, as we say it, he pulls all of Genji into a game 4, gentlemen.
Who is this guy?
The Nexus will go down. Here we are, game 4, ladies and gentlemen. He delivers. These teams, they always deliver, and it was Chronicler that never doubted it. We're going to game 5.
I never doubted them, Atlas. They got down 2 hours like 8.
the power of having a player like this that has been such a threat on all these different picks. Kane is unbanned. Do they go back to it? It would be against the Sejuani potentially, but it could be flexed.
Okay,
It's gonna be locked. There it is, the Kane once again. Well, Ruler looking, oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, Showmaker is now very low on health as Peanut's going to face check, but he can do that. Tidal Wave comes through. Docdom looking for his opportunity. Moonlight Vigil is going to find nothing. On the flank is Canyon, but oh my god, the scan of the week! Darwin Kia, they found it one more time. Chovy, he goes golden as now Peanut's trying to do it. Can Chovy get there? Docdom needs to know he's not going to. And Damwon Kia, they may have found their way back in and they might have just won the series. Canyon now fighting towards this backside. Peanut back towards the rest of his teammates. Genji still needing to get out. Another Umbral Trespass is going to come in. The ulti brilliant from Peanut this time as Canyon gets another double knock up. But it is not the 3-man and it doesn't have the follow-up. Docdom still has ultimate available. They don't quite know where he is now, they do. And now Noguri on the in the back line. Peanut trying to get him out. Scatter Weak connects. And there's the Moonlight Vigil immediately. Chovy goes golden. Doran gonna do the same thing now. It's, oh my god! Chovy gets rid of Canyon. But the answer is still there. Docdom. Ruler. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Ruler turns it on its head. Oh my god! The quadra kill. And Ruler will get past the corners. He will take Chovy with him. And Genji have done it.
Ruler takes over the game. The quadra kill in the moment where it matters most. He dashes in. He knocks down Docdom, and he is sending Genji to the World Championship semi-finals.
They've got to answer him.
Double TP.
They're going. They send more. Sedge gets the stun, but inside the pit, they're still playing for Baron. It's secured, but Death kills turret number 1. He kills turret number 2, and the Nexus is in his eye, and he's gonna get. Oh, the inhibitor! The inhibitor is back up. What? He cannot get the stun. No way! Oh my God, Death! No! The game was in your hands, Death! It was right in front of you in the inhibitor spawns! Absolute heartbreak for TRX! Dies Nexus to Nexus, and EDG go up 2-0!
Here. But here comes Kingen and Barrel.
Kingen wants to walk in, they're gonna throw in the run out of it, but Scout nearly dead, gets the Zonias away, gets away from the flash, Berserk on the backline, isn't enough damage, it is not, run out of Trump, Pioshik gets the ulti with 50 health left, and he's gonna burn the stopwatch now as well. Flandre needs to live, gets a bit of healing, but it's not gonna be enough. Chicha mostly left alone, knocked up and slain, and Jeff will take another head, and another, and another, and that's gonna seal the deal.
Can land the Pope to potentially be a game changer.
Spam Q's goes ulti back up, 4K health, should be a clean smite. Whoa, it's gone! Pioshik gets the Ocean Soul! DRX don't need a top laner, they got a summoner spell. Viper attack, stays alive, double stun, Death will not fall! Zeka will not allow it! Going with the quadra kill in his first ever World Championship!
DRX retreating back towards the Dragon, ready for the 4v4.
Piosik's having the series of his life right now.
Doran, handshake, Zeka on the flank, looking for
Ruler, he gets it, he gets the into the R, he gets everything he wants, and now he can try to find another one. Zeka 2, lane again. Zeka, time after time, in the face of Chovy. Damn your church, he is here to win. Doran goes into the meat grinder, and he has taken out his domination for the team.
8 years ago, Death fell to his sister team in Samsung White, but today, in the face of insurmountable odds, he stands tall.
The last dance goes on. The stage is set. It is one final chapter. It is one more page in the legacy of Deft. He has one chance to kill the king, and today he did not miss.
Up for Pioshik and DRX, and they should be able to finish it. No Lee Sin arounds means no attempt at a smite steal.
Oh! Who needs smite when you got an arrow? Death pulls him right back to
Faker!
safety. Kingen is ready to go for Faker, and they find him. Deft again will kill Faker with the Baron, but Zeka dies to the Baron auto. T1
T1 is fighting back. The Baron still at 3,000 HP. Definitely gonna go. No way!
And then teleport in from Zeka.
TRX circled T1 like sharks, herding them in. T1 didn't find a response. Kuma, can he steal it? Kuma will have to fire a hell of a... What the fuck? Yuchi steals Baron to save this game. Pit, Seiyus goes over the wall, but Kingan's ready to find him. Q1, Q2 finds his place back inside the pit. Drake gonna slightly reset. Gonna come down to a smite fight. Kingan is off. Beryl has the ultimate back up. No carries on the flashes. Look at the trap line. Look at the Caitlyn. He's trying to stun him away. Owner goes in. Owner is down. The Drake secured. T1's jungle is trying to go. T1's going to the base. They're going to the Nexus. Can they do it in time? Kingan comes back. Elder Drake in the ready. But what can he do? Q3. No damage just yet. Elder Drake, the execute. Failed. Is down. DRX. Hold on. Get forward. Carrier wants to hit the wave. Kingan goes to the Whirlwinder. Gumayushi is dead. They have been doubted. They have been discounted. They have been dismissed. But DRX are your 2022 World Champion.